Good morning, everybody. Jim Boat, welcome back on board. I've been here about a week now, and I've learned a lot. I've basically been living on this boat for a week, and it's been really easy. These days have just kind of gone by, and I haven't really even worried about anything, actually. And it's been absolutely awesome. Yeah, I still have 1.5 gallons of sweet tea, so I need to leave, but it won't be because of lack of sweet tea. But what I want to do today is I obviously want to do some more cruising around, but what I ended up doing is I downloaded an app on my tablet, and I'm going to use that on my dash to find out how fast we're going. Yes, I know I could have just easily done that on day one, but I was worried about other things. Another thing that I want to do is I want to start collecting amperage, RPM, and speed with each 1,000 RPMs. So I want to find out what the amp draw is and how fast I'm going. That's kind of for obvious reasons, because once we get that information, we're going to know what the sweet spot is for this boat. How far can you go? How long can you travel? All of the information that we all want to know. Now, distance is really not a problem with this boat. I'm on a lake. This lake is 12, 13 miles. I can go across this lake at full throttle on this boat and not even worry about it, still have power left over. Let's say I put this boat on a river and I want to get from point A to point B, and it's 35 miles. Well, with this information, I'm going to know how fast I can go to make it to point B. One thing that I also figured out, well, no, actually, again, it was my friend Mark reminded me, is on the previous video, I showed you that one battery was outputting 7 amps, the other battery was outputting 7 amps, and the power going into the controller was putting out 7 amps. So I couldn't understand, why is each battery putting out 7 amps? Shouldn't it be doubled? Well, Mark reminded me that the batteries are hooked in series. I know that's Ohm's law. Some of you are going, hello, and the others are going, what are you talking about? And the rest of us are going, I forgot. So basically, the voltage goes up in series, the amperage stays the same. That's Ohm's law. I forgot. I'll keep remembering. So anyway, I need to take the boat home, and I need to change the fuses in there. If you remember, I put 150 amp fuses on each battery. At full throttle, I'm almost pulling 200 amps. Those numbers don't match, and I'm kind of surprised I didn't pop those fuses going down the lake. But at the very end of the day, I'm going to go full throttle. I'm going to check the amperage draw with my clamp meter, and I'm going to see how fast I'm going, and then I'm going to chop the power before the fuses have a chance to blow. No big deal, though, because if they do pop, I'll just take the fuse out and hook it directly to the battery. But when I get home, I'm going to upgrade those terminal fuses to probably 250 amps just to make sure that doesn't happen again. You live and learn, and I'm happy to do this. This is really kind of exciting. I want to drain these batteries down because when I go home, I want these batteries, the motor batteries, to be pretty low because I'm going to do another upgrade on the charging system. Yeah, I know, but that was something else I found out that I'd like to change, and I'll cover more of that on another video. But it's good stuff, but I need the batteries to be low so I can test out the new charging system. All right, let's go boating again, get some numbers. Here's a closer look at all the devil spawn on the lake here. Check this out. Not one burr on my rope this time. Live and learn, right? All right, let's back out of here and go enjoy this lake. Look at this water. I don't know if you can see how clear this water is. Man, I don't think there's even a breeze today. But listen to how quiet that motor is. You smell the air. You can hear the birds if there were any. Yeah, this is the only way to travel. That thing right there is charging my batteries. Isn't that freaking cool? Not my motor batteries, just my house battery. Let the testing begin. We are leaving a nice little cove. Here's what our numbers are. We're doing 2,000 RPMs. Motor temperature is uneventful. The controller temperature, and I'll just say this real quickly. When I was in reverse backing out, there was no water moving because you're going in reverse and the impeller doesn't work. The temperature actually went up to about 33 degrees. Really interesting. As soon as I started going forward and the water started moving, it went right back down. Really cool. Okay, 2,000 RPMs. This shows that amperage right there. I do have the clamp meter on. Here's the speed. I'm using Boat Speedo. Did you guys see that? Look at that. The fish are just going crazy out there. Huh. Squirrel. Let's go see what the amperage is. There's the amperage at 2,000 RPMs. 7.1. All right, let's crank it up. We are out of the no wake zone. We're gonna make some wakes. All right, let's go up to 3,000. 3,000 RPMs. Everything else is wonderful. Let me let you look at that for a second. Get the boat to get up to speed here. There's a flight wind off the starboard bow. Let's go check the amperage. There's the amp draw. Can you see it? 20, I'm gonna say 30 amps, but there it is, amp draw. All right, let's see what 4 grand does. 4,000-ish. There's the amperage over here, 4,000. There's a speed. Going into headwind a little bit here. There's a breeze out here. Not much. All right, let's go see what the amperage is before I run into that rock out here. All right, 85. So I have to do the full speed right now because I just have to. Yeah, let's see here. I just can't do it very long. I don't want to blow the fuse back there. All right, let me straighten up the boat. I am going to hit the gas, go do the amperage, and then I'll come back and do the miles per hour. If I blow a fuse, I blow a fuse. Okay, let's see here. There, go up to full throttle. Holy sh! Okay, there's full throttle. Hang on. Let's run, 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 run. $153. Turn it down. Actually, that's not bad at all. All right. I slowed it back down. Crap, I didn't see how fast I was going. All right, let's do that one more time there. Or maybe on the video I got that. All right, I'm gonna say for it blows 5.6, 5.7, 6 miles an hour. Okay, I'm gonna slow it down here. I'm gonna slow it. The temperature is really good. Everything's really freaking awesome, guys. All right, there's some numbers for you. Slow it down a little bit so I can talk to you and go shut the door so I don't run into somebody. This is awesome, absolutely awesome. Wow, I love this clamp meter. Man, I haven't done a review on it because I don't know how to use it, but I'll do a review on it. I like these clamp. Well, that was exciting, especially if I didn't know I was going to blow that fuse. Anyway, I'll get those replaced. That'll be awesome. So that's really cool. I'm really happy about this stuff here. I'm doing 3,000 RPMs, doing 3 miles an hour. That's kind of cool. The numbers, they are 250 amp hour batteries, and there are 2 of them. So now you can look at all the Ohm's law. I'll do it a little later because I need pen and paper to figure it out. And you can figure out how far I can go, how long I can run at what speeds. Really exciting with these numbers, really exciting. All right, well, I'm gonna go celebrate again. I'm going to go over to a harbor and have some sweet tea. This is really cool, guys. And as I'm cruising, the sun is charging my house battery at about 25 amps. Yeah, it's pretty cool. Four miles an hour, 3,400 RPMs. Okay, another pontoon boat. Planing out, that just doesn't make sense for a pontoon boat. Thought it was an airplane coming at me. Today was a very successful day. We got a lot of numbers, especially how fast I'm going and how many amps I'm drawing at that speed or RPM. So with those numbers, we'll be able to figure out how far I can go, how long I can drive certain RPMs, just good information. I'm gonna do something different tonight. Normally I go over to my cove, which is right off my left shoulder. I run it up on the bank, I tie off, and I sleep like a baby because I'm not gonna go anywhere. But tonight I'm going to be on the hook. Now I've never actually been on the hook or anchored out in the middle of a cove before. So I'm guessing I'm not going to get a whole lot of sleep, but you know, that's okay. Another funny part is the reason I do this is I want to go fishing. Last night I cast off a little hook off the back of the boat. Almost caught something. It hit the hook so hard it pulled the fishing pole almost off the boat. I missed that fish, but I'm hooked. So I wanted to do some catfishing tonight. I'm just going to drop the hook right off the side of the boat here. I'm going to go find a bigger hook that I can have. See what happens. But really I need to learn how to get on the hook anyway. How to set the anchor. And if I don't get a lot of sleep, it's no big deal at all. I'll just go fishing all night. It's been a real successful trip. Tomorrow I'm going to go home, do some upgrades, order some more parts for the boat, clean it up a little bit, and come back in a week or two. I love you guys. Thanks for following along. Hit the subscribe button and the like button if you're already subscribed to let me know you're out there. I love you guys. I'll talk to you on the next video. Oh yeah, and I forgot to tell you. P.S. Can you say P.S. on a video? I did a little live streaming today. What I'm going to do in the future is I'm going to have some cameras on the boat and stream it while I'm cruising down the lake. Some of you will be interested, some of you won't. But I want to try that anyway. Maybe have a Q&A while we're cruising down the lake. All right, anyway, talk to you on the next video.